June 3rd, 2005. At the center of the Great Kami War, a single samurai strives to save his plane, his people, and himself. We approach the end of the block with Saviors of Kamigawa. While a decline in power from prior sets, planeswalkers around the world would still find use in the spirits and spells from Kamigawa's finale. Cards such as Pithing Needle, Araios, or Atami Ascendant, and Sakashima the Imposter would still make an impact on the game as players battled to the end of the Kami War. Will our filthy casuals become casualties of that?
Whoa, wait a sec. If you're looking for a series following professional players, analyzing Magic's vast catalog, and exploring its deep strategic gameplay, this isn't it. But after stumbling through a legacy of history, we're now taking our brand of chaos to new planes as we continue our journey. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection, and of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not modern masters making top 8 at your local game store. We're just some filthy casuals, and this is our Modern Progression series. Can't just do it normally, can you? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. If you're gonna do it weird, I'm gonna do it weird. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casual. We're Filthy Casuals, where we always give garbage mechanics their fair shot.
It's true.
Yeah.
No garbage mechanic unturned.
No garbage mechanic unturned. Yeah, we are garbage. We are garbage players with garbage opinions on garbage cards. So it just makes sense. It just checks out.
Garbage tribal.
Garbage tribal. Now that is a commander deck worthy of some testing. Just
Yeah.
playing all the worst mechanics and trying to be good with them. Yeah. Anyhow, hello everybody. We are back, and this is a big episode, Colin, for multiple reasons. First being that we are at the end of our second modern block. Kamigawa is finally leaving out the back. What do they say? It's in the back mirror. It's in the, I don't drive.
Rear view.
It's in the rear view mirror. Yeah, we're driving past, and we're going into from betrayers to saviors of Kamigawa. We're pivoting.
Yeah, pivoting. Always pivoting.
Always pivoting. Yeah, we need a hero. We need a savior. We are survivors. We're gonna make it. We are survivors. All of Kamigawa has been music themed for some reason, so may as well keep it going.
I'm gonna miss Kamigawa.
You're gonna miss Kamigawa? I'm gonna miss Kamigawa. But we're, at least we know that it's coming far in the future.
It's
and
true.
I'm sure nothing will have changed. It'll all be all be historically accurate, spirit world, fantasy, Japanese lore.
Yeah, spirit world, fantasy.
Yeah.
Some ninjas.
Nothing could possibly.
Definitely not on dirt bikes.
Dirt what? Oh, you're crazy.
No,
you're crazy.
no.
You're crazy. We've been traveling around with this Toshi guy. Not much of a talker, but he does, let me just say, his friend Machiko, I'm thinking, Colin, she's a princess.
Oh, I see.
We're
doing this again.
I could
Kurin,
be. What?
Kurin.
What? What's the issue? We're traveling the plains. I may as well find my one and only. You know what I'm saying?
Have you not learned your lesson?
Yeah, it's
These
true.
magic card girls are
Listen,
not good.
why do
Bad
you have
news.
Why do you have to bring Jessica up, all right? Why do you have to bring that up again? Anyways, if you like our episodes and our shenanigans, be sure to like the video, go down and leave us a comment, and be sure to hit that unsubscribe button because we are losing subscribers.
Hey, third time's the charm for 600. If you guys bump us up there, maybe it'll stay this time.
That's true. We haven't mentioned this, but we've hit 600 subscribers 3 times now. So if you're about to leave because of something in this video, I just ask that you wait until we go over 600 before you do it so we can dip back under. We have been in our Discord, which you can access by being a Patreon. Maybe that's what's been turning people off, is the Patreon plugs. Listen, you don't have to be a Patreon.
You don't have to.
We just would like you to for as little as $2 a month.
Yeah, just an option. You don't have to.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. But if you do, you can join our Discord, and we've been celebrating our 600 subscriber count every time it's gone back over. So a lot of fun there. But Colin, let's not make them any. They're here for one reason alone, and that's to see us open up the what one commenter said was the homelands of modern, saviors of Kamigawa. Yeah, we know how much we love homelands. So
yes.
Whoa, that was a wipe. I'm sure that'll work
That
in
was
post.
nice. Wow.
Spirits. Are we gonna be able to defeat them? This is Saviors of Kamigawa. Let's take a look through the set, Colin. Saviors is kind of a set I feel like I dipped out of a little bit. I feel like I played a lot more of the previous two sets growing up. So, but I do know some of the cards in here. So, first one that actually jumps to mind looking at these, it's not actually like a great card, but Ashes of the Fallen is interesting. It's 2 mana artifact, and as it comes into play, you choose a creature type, and each creature in your graveyard is counted as that type of creature. You know, there's the big combo with it was this card called Patriarch's Bidding from an older set, which is choose a creature type and return all creatures of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or each player chooses a creature type, and then they both do that. But Ash of the Fallen would allow you to get all of your creatures.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like it has potential. Anything that can switch creature types change creature types has some place.
Yeah, true. Moving down here, we get a new and never used again mechanic, Epic, with an Endless Swarm and Enduring Ideal. There are, and then Eternal Dominion below that. There's a red and black one as well. But Epic says for the rest of the game, you cannot cast spells, and at the beginning of each of your upkeeps, you copy this spell except for its Epic ability, which seems like a weird clause. Oh, it would be because otherwise the Epic trigger would allow you to copy it again and again and again. You know what? That would actually make Epic
honestly,
epic.
That would make it probably playable.
Yeah. Right now, they're not very, but basically they allow you to do some crazy stuff. So the white one allows you to search your library for any enchantment and put it into the battlefield. The blue one,
good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The blue one allows you to go into your opponent's deck and rip any card basically and just play it on like any permanent and put it on the battlefield. So they're strong effects, but not allowing you to play any more cards for the rest of the game. I feel like it's a win more cards, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to catch you back up.
Moving down here, we get a couple more flip cards. Now, the interesting thing about the flip creatures in this set, and specifically for me, is that they actually flip into enchantments a lot of the time.
Ooh.
And so Arayo in specific is actually banned in Commander, and she's a 2-mana 1/1, and whenever you the 4th spell of a turn is cast, so you have to cast 4 spells in a turn, you flip her, and then her flipped side says counter the first spell played by each opponent each turn.
Oh my god.
Very brutal. It's obviously banned in Commander because there's 3 other players, right? Yeah, it is a very good card. Casting 4 spells in 1 turn isn't easy though, so
Storm deck,
maybe. Hidegetsu's Second Right could be good in Goblins. Definitely good with the 2 Hidegetsus that I opened. Hidegetsugu, a guy I can never pronounce his name. It's an instant that says if target player has exactly 10 life, it deals 10 damage to that player.
Oh wow.
So it's a 10 damage spell for 4 mana, but they have to be right at 10.
Right, very specific.
Yeah. But you never know.
It's an instant too, so like maybe even if you're playing against a life gain deck or something, it could honestly maybe be okay.
Maybe.
Because you can react to them gaining 1 life or something, and then
if they go up to 10 or something. Yeah. True.
I mean, maybe that's reaching. I don't know.
Yeah, we're the super copium brothers over here, but that's all right.
Has Channel ever been a thing before?
No, Channel is also new, I believe. So
Gotcha.
I think this actually got released later. I think actually Channel does show up in a later set, recent set actually. But I can't remember. But you discard a card and pay the cost, and it has an effect. So in this case, for Jawari, the Earth of Flame, you pay 3 red and X. Discard him to deal X damage to each creature without flying. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I don't think any of the Channel cards in this set are great, but it's not a bad mechanic per se.
Oh yeah.
I think this might be the highest mana cost card we've ever had access to in Inamiya's 1, which is a 12 mana spirit. There was a 12 mana card in Maraudon. It was that one with affinity for artifacts.
Yeah. Also, there's Croson Scout
10 or 9.
Yeah, I think it's 10 or 9 or something.
Yeah. Inamiya 1 isn't a great card, but it's just worth pointing out. Oh my god, still my beating heart. Machiko, is that you? Let me
Ooh,
bow to my princess.
Kieran.
What?
She has a sword behind her back. She has a sword.
What?
Careful.
Fatality.
She's the one saying "omae wa motion there."
Exactly. You played yourself.
All right, maybe I'll stay away from this one. But Machiko Kanda is actually a really cool card. Format 2/2. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you, they sacrifice a permanent.
Ooh, that's
very
pretty good, actually.
good against goblins.
Yeah, very good against goblins.
Would you like to hit me with your 1/1 and sack a permanent?
Oh god.
Oh man, she does have a sword behind her back, but this ability does put her in the realm of like Eldrazi in a weird way. That's kind of spicy hot, not gonna lie.
Eldrazi really amps it up, hey?
Hey man, Emrakul's a babe. Don't even say anything else, all right?
You're an Emrakul simp.
Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh god. Tale as old of time. Pithy Needle.
There is,
Ultimate
but Colin,
sideboard
you
tech.
totally missed the strongest card ever printed in Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
One with nothing. Greatest Magic card design of all time.
I didn't know they made a Magic card for me in it. That's kind of cool.
This is Colin, by the way. Now, I just want to say this for people that aren't big Magic players, because I know there's some people that watch that don't play the game. They just like watching the series. Let me just say, 1 with nothing, 1 black mana, instant speed. So good already.
That's crispy.
Discard your hand.
Whoa. That could be 7 cards. That could be more than 7
How
cards.
big brain do you have to be? So kidding aside, 1 with nothing is considered like one of the worst cards ever printed, but also one of the most interesting cards. There have been actual video essays done on YouTube about how you could maybe get something out of this card. Nobody's been able to figure out from my knowledge. So let us know in the comments. Do you have a way we could play 1 with nothing? One of these days, this card is going to be like a $50 to $100 card. Like,
oh, easy, yeah. You know what we should do? We should, for our 600 sub live stream, we should duel with 1 with nothing decks where we try to kill each other with 1 with nothing.
How about we try to kill ourselves with 1 with nothing? Whoever, no doing damage to each other, who can finish themselves off?
Like a self-mill strat.
yeah. You know what? There was a lot of negativity around this set, but there are actually a lot of interesting and cool cards. Pithing Needle, you just mentioned it earlier, Colin. 1 mana, name a card, and activated abilities of the card can't be played unless they're mana abilities. So this is a fantastic sideboard card. In our series, it's not as great, but one way Pithing Needle could be really good is to name like Caracas, because all of a sudden you can't use Caracas's ability to bounce cards. Yeah, so it does have its uses. Promise
or
of Bunrei
or something.
Oh yeah, Kiki Jiki too, yeah. And you get another cool card with Sakashima the Imposter, who's a 4 mana card who, when he enters, you can make Sakashima a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except their name is still Sakashima, so that means you could copy a legendary creature and still be able to keep Sakashima on the field.
Oh, interesting.
So kind of an extension of that Mirror Gallery card that we saw earlier. Moving down here, we got Twin Cast, allowing you to just copy an instant sorcery. I know we have a red card that does that, but now we have a blue card. I guess when you get into the uncommons, that's when things get a little more poopy for sure.
Kind of falls apart a bit.
Kind of falls apart a bit.
There is kind of like some nods to Black Knight and White Knight with Hand of Honor and Hand of Cruelty.
Yeah, true, actually.
They're like Bushido's versions of them, so I guess those could be direct upgrades.
That's cool. Yeah. I did not know that they made more Zuberas. What the heck?
Zuberas?
Rushing Tide Zubera is a Zubera. I thought they only printed the first cycle of Zuberas. Is there another cycle of Zubera?
Whoa, are we gonna make...
Do I have another shot at Zubera? Yeah, I have to look into this. If it's just the blue one, I'm gonna be real disappointed.
One throwback Zubera.
Yeah.
It's a Zubera spirit though, Kieran. There's synergy there.
It's true. We got some goblins.
Oh yeah,
they're not good.
The Aki Drill Master.
Yeah, they're not good. But they are goblins. Underling. I mean, that goblin could be a 4/2.
If you win in the goblin deck, you're gonna have 7 cards in your hand.
Hey man,
if that's happening, something is going very wrong.
That's not true. You had that many last time because of Skull Clamp.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But I'll be skull clamping the underlings.
Yeah, fair. This is a good common. Freed from the Real is a 3 mana enchantment, and it allows you pay a blue to tap a creature, or tap the enchanted creature, or pay a blue to untap the enchanted creature. So if, for example, you were running Kiki Jiki in an Izzet deck, and you threw this on him, you could do tap, make a copy, untap, tap, make a copy, untap. One for each blue you have.
Really get it out of control.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kieran.
What?
We have a beautiful, beautiful boy. Good old Nat Miser.
Nat Miser? What the fuck are you? Oh,
One
Nat
mana,
Miser.
1/1 rat shaman.
Each opponent's maximum hand size reduced by 1. I don't know, man. You'd have to have like 3 of them on the field for it to matter.
4 Nat Misers get you right into the.
It's true. It is true. I just feel like you'd rather play Relentless Rats or Ravenous Rats or whatever.
Rats,
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, we have a mechanic that I can't believe we haven't seen until this point. Is it on any cards that aren't commons? I don't know, but it's sweep. I'm looking at plow through Rido. So sweep.
Wait,
says, yeah, I know. So
Whoa.
Plow Through Rido is a card that says sweep. Return any number of planes you control to your hand. Target creatures +1 for each planes they return this way. Very, very bad card. But the whole idea is you're returning. There's sweeps that allow you to return all the mountains or all the swamps. But like if you're returning lands to your hand, man, you better get a good payoff for it.
Yeah, I mean maybe if you're like also about to drop an Armageddon, maybe. But like
maybe.
Even then, that's just a lot of effort.
Yeah, I agree. Next to it is probably the best Soul Shift card ever printed, and that's not saying much. But Promise Kanushi is a 1-mana 1/1 human druid with Soul Shift 7. So when she dies, you get a spirit back from your graveyard 7 or less back to your hand. Actually would be a good card in a Soul Shift deck if Soul Shift was not garbage. Or a Spirit deck. I guess it's just good in any Spirit deck probably, but that's it for Saviors of Kamigawa, everyone. Honestly, the rares have some good cards. The commons and uncommons do not.
It falls off quite quickly after that.
Yeah. I was telling somebody in the comments the last video that our best bet's probably getting multiple copies of rares. Even if they're not the best rares, I think our goal is to get multiple copies of cards. Kind of like what I did last time is probably the best we can do in this set. Yeah, there's some cards we'd like to have in our collection, but
oh, definitely. I mean, like,
we'll see.
There's probably still upgrades. Will they be replaced quickly? Probably, but
yeah. Colin, yes, you still have to win this episode and next for a tiebreaker this season.
You know what they say though, Kieran?
They all love an underdog.
I mean, everyone loves an underdog story, but also when momentum's a thing, if I come up to one of tying it, I don't know, you might have to start sweating a little bit.
All right. I want to let you know that I am going to bring the fire and brimstone today. I'm not letting you off easy. Okay. This is my moment to squash you.
Okay, got you.
We'll see. All my decks are fire and brimstone except for the last one I played.
Yeah, and play your spirit deck, the fire and brimstone deck. Look at all the spirit tech, Kieran.
You're not gonna bait me. Get out of my head. One with nothing. But Colin, you're gonna be rolling the victor's wheel, so good luck with that. Hasn't treated me very well, but we'll see how it treats you. For me, I haven't rolled the Wheel of Fortune for a while, so hopefully I can get something cool. Yeah, Merchant.
Get some gas.
Colin, I will catch you on the other side of this. I'm curious to see what you bring for this episode. I'm going for it. I'm going for the killing blow.
I got some heaters lined up. Don't
worry.
All
right. I just want you to know, because when I do some degenerate shit and you're not having fun, I just want to let you know. I let you know ahead of time.
Okay.
Land destruction dot deck. Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Good luck. I'm not even angry. I actually am happy to be on the Wheel of Fortune because I haven't had a chance to spin this beautiful looking wheel for a while. So I'm not going to make you guys wait. Let's just give it a good number of clicks here. I'm hoping for a merchant. I think that would be fun, but I'll take anything, to be honest. That is probably one of the worst outcomes that we could have gotten. I guess I deserve it. All right, we're going to go open 3 packs of Betrayers of Kamigawa and see what we can get. All right, we're here with 3 packs of Betrayers of Kamigawa. Let's just jump into it. Sort by rarity on this first pack, see what we got. I can already read it, and I'm not happy about it. Anything? I think we already had a playset of Shimmer and Glasskite. If we don't, now we do. Walker of Secret Ways is a fine ninja. I don't know. Not great. All right, pack 2 here. Let's see what we got. Interesting. Okay, this is our second patron of the Kitsune, which means that we could play 2 copies of that. Whenever a creature attacks, you gain a life. It is interesting. It would be very good against Colin's Goblin deck, so might be something to think about or consider. Maybe in the enchantment deck if we want to play 2 copies of him. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, pack number 3 here. I accidentally just jumped right into it. Oh my god, I think that's our 4th hired muscle. Actually, the nice thing is I think we're filling out our playset of ninjas here, so yeah, we'll take the cards. We'll throw them into the collection. Let's go jump into Saviors of Kamigawa and see what we can pick up there.
All right, we are here at the Victor's Wheel, 2nd time this season. Last time we got a deck, like a whole new deck box, which was pretty sweet. I think in terms of what we want to get now is probably some mythics or some extra juice. Looking for some racks or extra racks for the discard deck would be nice, but let's just spin and see what we get. A few clicks there, let her go. Deck box uncommon. Okay. So we do get an uncommon for the discard deck box. Now the question is the rack uncommon? All right, so good news is the rack is uncommon. So I believe we're just gonna pick that up. Yeah, so we get to add an extra rack, taking it a total of 3. I just think it hits our curve really well. We don't need any more McGrims. The rack will get printed again, but I believe not for a while. Because there's the Pro Tour, there's the Time Spiral, Duels of Planeswalkers. I mean, it's all like promos and stuff. So I think it's a good pickup for the discard deck. Gives it a little more punch. If we end up playing it again, we'll see.
All right, we get this cool looking guy in the background. I think he's the cares about the number of cards in your hand green guy, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna open up 18 packs of Saviors. Honestly, enchantment wise, I'd like to get stuff like the flip enchantments, the creatures that turn into enchantments, legendary enchantments. I think that would be super cool. Other than that, nothing really stands out, so I guess we don't really have anything to lose. Let's just generate our first pack here. All right, Kataki War's Wage. 2 mana, 2/1 spirit. All artifacts have at the beginning of your upkeep sacrifice unless you can pay 1. It's actually pretty good against an artifact-based deck. Hopefully Colin doesn't open too many of these. More importantly though, Freed from the Real is a really cool card I hope we can get playset of for specific strategies in the future. Being able to just untap a creature for a blue mana is actually very powerful. And other than that, not much going on. I guess Overwhelming Intellect's kind of cute.
All right, we are here at Saviors of Kamigawa. Gonna get into our 18 packs. Just gonna hop right into it. Looking for those good rares as mentioned before. Gonna start it out by rares. First pack here we have Celestial Kurin. Anyways, I think this is probably one of the better ones. It's 4 mana, 3/3 flyer. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's converted mana cost. So I mean, maybe good and bad in some ways, because that also destroys your permanents, but it's quite powerful on the board control. I don't know if it really fits into our decks. I guess it would just be the Bant deck is the only one. Not something we want to see. Wow, Machiko. You see, Kieran's all about Machiko, and of course we get a Machiko in our second pack. Poor guy, he's never gonna learn.
All right, pack number 2. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be that opening, isn't it? I bet I'm gonna open all these epic cards. Never-Ending Torment's 6 mana, has epics. You can't cast anything after you cast it, and then you copy it every turn. Search a target player's library for X cards, where X is the number of cards in your hand, and exile them from the game. So you're basically milling them very slowly. It's probably one of the worst ones, to be honest. I will say, even though the rest of this pack is garbage, Death of 1,000 Stings has one of the prettiest artworks in the game, in my opinion. This card always catches me off guard when I see it. Very, very cool. Shout out to Scott Fitcher. I can't read this blurry ass text, but yeah, very cool art. This whole set has cool art, regardless of the power level. All right, pack number 3. Okay, we got Homura, Human Ascendant. Honestly, not the flip guy I wanted, but he's kind of fun. He's 6 mana, 4/4, can't block, and when he's put into a graveyard, you get to flip him, and then he becomes an enchantment that gives all your creatures +2/+2, flying and fire breathing. So he is actually very good if you can get him to flip. The issue with Homura is that he's 6 mana. I think that's the biggest thing, although his effect is worth it. Honestly, red-black kind of Rakdos-y sacrifice has always kind of been on my radar, and like back from the graveyard and stuff. If you could just sack this guy after playing him, I think that would pretty good enchantment to get on the field. +2/+2 flying and fire breathing is a pretty good global enchantment for all your creatures.
All right, we got a Pithy Needle. That's good sideboard tech for the future potentially. We also see a Hand of Honor. Shout out back to the White Knights, I guess. Beyond that, this pack kind of looking pretty mediocre after that. Hidetsugu's second right is good, but we only have one of the other card. But maybe is Kirina saying it's Goblin Tech? I just think it's really hard to get someone down to 10 health. Maybe through like direct damage there's a way to do it. I don't know. That one's a little tough. You also see Molting Skin. There's just so many scary enchantments in this for Kurin. So cards like that, like I have a really hard time seeing him not playing his enchantment deck if he really wants to win, but who knows? Who knows? But good to have on the radar just in case.
All right, next pack. Wine of Blood and Iron. We do love our blood over in Land Gang. Don't ask why. You have to go watch the Legacy progression to find out. But for those, if you know, you know. But Blood's always good. Wine of Blood and Iron, though. 3 mana, artifact, pay 4, and creature gets +X/+0, where X is a power, and sacrifice it at the end of turn. So the fun thing with this is you can multiple use it on a creature. So you pay like 12 mana, and you double their power 3 times. That can be good. Maybe as a mana dump deck, maybe an Urzatron. It could actually be kind of useful. I won't discount it, but yeah, not great. We're happy to see another 1,000 stings simply for that beautiful art. All right, next pack. Blood Clock. We did say we like our blood. So 4 mana artifact. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they return a permanent they control to their owner's hand unless they pay 2 life. Not good. Another garbage 4 mana artifact, but blood. So, you know, yummy, yummy. I don't actually believe that. Or do I?
Reki, the History of Kamigawa, honestly, maybe not terrible in our band deck. 3 mana, 1/2, but whenever you play a legendary spell, draw a card. I know that's just feeding into the Caracas narrative, but who knows? Maybe we can come up with an all legends band deck list. Don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. And then one thing that deck does kind of struggle with sometimes is card draw, so maybe it's a way out. Freed from the Real is, I think, some good pickups for us too. We technically still have that Is It deck with Kiki Jiki in it, so it's one way to activate Kiki in that deck, so wouldn't mind picking up a few of those. They are common, so maybe we can get a play set. I'll take anything from this set, honestly. Oh, it's Kiyomaro. It's the power and toughness equal to hands, or hands in your cards in your hand. I believe this one is the vigilance. Yeah, so if you have 4 or more cards in your hand, it gains vigilance, and then whenever it deals damage, if you have 7 or more cards in your hand, you gain 7 life. So interesting mechanic. I don't know how useful it is in our decks, but could be potentially a big beater for Bant. It's 5 mana, so who knows? Sometimes in Bant we do like to hold on to our cards and play a little more conservatively too. So,
all right, how many more blood-themed cards can we get from this set? Let's go. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I cursed us. I'm sorry, Team Leg, I've cursed us. Honestly, it's very... Okay, Freed from the Real is actually good. I'm happy we got a second copy of that. I don't think we've gotten any others. It's funny because this pack opening, I would not be surprised if it turned out to be our worst yet. But because the set's already not one that we are expecting a lot from, I think that it's fine in the weird way, but it is very funny. If we open up more Blood Clocks, if we get 4 Blood Clocks, I'm just saying. Freed from the Real, though. All right. Over under on the 3rd Blood Clock. Put it in your bets now. Could be pretty funny. No, okay. Pure Intention. What the fuck is this? I don't think I've ever seen this card. 1 mana, instant arcane. Whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard cards this turn, return those cards to your graveyard to your hand. Holy shit. Whenever a spell or ability opponent control causes you to discard Pure Intentions, return it from your graveyard. Dude, this card is fucking cracked against his discard deck. Okay. Good sideboard tech versus discard. Can we get more than 1 copy of this? I would love to see it. Although, I don't even know if Colin's gonna end up playing that deck in future seasons. We'll see. But this is actually a very strong, ironically strong sideboard tech for this season. Very cool.
Ooh, we got Seki. Look at that. 8 mana, Legendary Spirit. When Seki guys come into play with 8 counters on it. If damage would be dealt to Seki, prevent the damage, remove +1/+1 counters, and put that many 1/1 colorless spirit tokens into play. Sacrifice 8 spirits. Return Seki from your graveyard to play. Honestly, might be a good ban option. It's a very sticky, large creature, and it also like pumps out little spirits as well. There is some spirit synergy that we might be lacking, but I don't know, just like an 8 mana, 8/8 with a bunch of potential or upside behind it, and it spawns little dudes, could be good. Maybe the spirits don't even need to be synergized. Oh, interesting. Miko Kokoro, Center of the Sea. Add 1 colorless mana, each player draws a card, or pay 2 or each player draws a card. Interesting legendary land. Again, don't know if it's great, but it seems like a more group hug kind of territory, so maybe more of a commander focused thing. But I don't know, I'll take legendary land, why not? Seems like it's pretty unique in its practice. We also have these Nico Onas, which are 3 mana 2/2. I think we've got a few of them now, but Nico Ona comes into play, destroy target enchantment. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, you may return Nico Ona to its owner's hand. So cycling, enchantment, destruction sounds kind of cool right now, so maybe some sideboard tech potentially. I know there's a lot of other good things, but always nice to leave it for consideration.
All right, next pack. Can we get another Pure Intentions or another Blood Clock? No, but we did get Hidetsugu's Second Right, and I actually forgot that I wanted this card because we did get 2 copies of Hidetsugu, so it could be very funny to try that combo out. Not today. Today we're going to be trying to win, but in the future, when we're not trying to win or we're ahead, I think this could be a fun card to play, so not too upset about that. All right, we're just passing the halfway mark, and we get Izuka the Ruthless. Not too bad. 5 mana 3/3 with Bushido 2 Samurai. Pay 3 mana, sack a Samurai, and Samurai all get double strike. So in a Samurai deck, he's actually pretty good. And so if we do end up playing Samurai, I know we did get 2 copies of that one girl thread card from the last set. So we could play a Samurai deck, which could be kind of cool. I don't know if it'll end up happening though. We'll have to see.
Oh, our first epic card, Eternal Dominion. At least it's one of the better ones. So basically, I think we might have talked about this in the set review, but it's 10 mana and then it's epic, so you can stop playing the game. But you get to search target opponent's library for an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land, put that into play under your control, and then that player shall list his or her library. So I think it is quite powerful out of all the epic ones. It'd be funny to play. I don't know if it's good, but you know, I'm glad we got an epic card, and at least it's one of the better ones. Oh, we got another Kiyomaru. That's interesting. Still don't know if we would play him, but it's there. I think we have a freaking playset of a lot of these commons now, though. A lot of the art's looking familiar, like Cut the Earthly Bond, Spiraling Embers, Aki Drillmaster, all that kind of stuff.
All right, next pack, Kuon Ogre Ascendant. I don't think I've seen this guy. I know about him, but I haven't really read him. At the end of turn, any turn, if 3 or more creatures were put into graveyards, any graveyards from play, flip him. And then he becomes an enchantment, says, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. Maybe in a sacrifice deck, like we were talking about the red and black sack deck. Maybe. What the hell? I don't think I've ever seen this card in my life. I just realized they printed a no mana card. This might be the first no mana card they've ever printed. Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. This is really cool. Usually we saw this stuff later in like Time Spiral, I think. But this is an instant arcane. Spells without mana cost can't be cast. It says draw a card. Evermind is blue, because I guess the mana symbols would have determined that. And then splice on arcane. So you're basically just paying 2 mana to splice this onto cards. This is a really cool card. Oh man, why does it have to be part of splice? Maybe in the future we'll get another splice mechanic and this will see more play. 2 mana though? I don't know. I wish it was 1. If it was 1, it'd be pretty cool. All right, next pack here. And of course we got the 12 mana spirit. Iname is 1. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it specifically from your hands, you can't cheat it out from the graveyard. You may search your library for any spirit and put it into the battlefield. And then when Uname is 1 is put into the graveyard, you can remove it from the game. And if you do return a spirit from your graveyard to the battlefield, it's fine. It's kind of funny. It's just 12 mana. Like, how are you ever going to cast this spell?
Wow, Pure Intentions is like... Okay, so it's a 1 mana instant arcane. Whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard cards, such as my discard deck, return those cards from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever a spell or ability opponent controls causes you to discard Pure Intentions, return it from your graveyard to your hand at the end of turn. So that is actually really good tech against my discard deck, especially if I get a big turn going. Man, it's good to know that we got one that Kurin can sideboard that in like at least 2 of his decks. That might be on the horizon. We got the lead man himself. Masamaro, first to live, 6 mana. Power and toughness equal to the cards. Oh, it's equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. Honestly, maybe that is worth it in like a Bant deck or something. We do struggle to draw, but if it's twice, it could be a pretty big beater in the right circumstance.
All right. I'm like weirdly looking forward to these next few packs. I don't have high expectations, but there's some cards I'd like to see. These aren't them. All right, take 2. I'm weirdly excited. Let's see what we get. All right, Celestial Kurin. Just saying. 4 mana, 3/3 flyer. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's converted mana cost. Huh, weird. I don't know if that's good. Second Evermind, though. That's kind of cool. All right, last pack. Can we get our 4th copy of Freed from the Unreal? We can. Okay, very cool. And we got the blue guy, Soramaru. I used to play this card as a kid. He was in my green and blue deck, but his power and toughness equal number of cards in hand, pay 4 mana, bounce a land, draw a card. Actually not the worst effect with that. It actually synergizes well. He also has flying. So you're bouncing a card and drawing a card, so his power is going up by 2. But I am happy to see Freed from the Unreal. This might be our 3rd or 4th copy of Murmurs from Beyond. Yeah, honestly, I guess as far as Saviors of Kamigawa goes, it's not bad. It probably could have been better, but I wasn't expecting much, so not sure if we're really going to be playing any of the cards from this set. I'll have to take a look. I have a specific plan in mind. I have to go jump into our Discord though and chat with some patrons to see if it's worth pursuing. Wish me luck. Let's see if we can kick Colin's ass.
Looking back on these packs and sorting them up here by rarity, I think, you know, I'm not like the most disheartened by it, but I get why people are calling it the homelands of Modern. We got some interesting things that might be good in our Bant deck, some interesting things that could be good in our red deck, not so much anything else. Maybe I'm missing something, but I mean, that's what deck building is for. I'm going to take a closer look at everything that's going on here. Hopefully we can get something going and, you know, get one step closer to tying the series up and hopefully forcing another tiebreaker. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side, and let's see if there's any patrons in the Discord who can help me build some crispy stuff.
All right, we have Urzatron, we have Tog Recycling, we have Enchantress's Domain, and we have now what I'm affectionately going to be calling Kamigawa Dumpster Fire. It's not that bad. It's actually a fun little neat deck, but for now, that's the name it has earned. It'll have to earn a new name later, perhaps. But, you know, out of all these decks, I had to choose the one that was going to dunk on Colin the hardest. And honestly, he's been talking up the enchantment deck pretty hard, both on and off camera. I think he thinks I'm going to bring that back, but I don't think that's my best deck. I think with a few little upgrades and a little bit of automation, we are about to graduate recycling plant into a full-blown industry. So welcome to Tog Industries, the leading producer of pain and misery for Colin. This deck has seen a few very notable upgrades and a little bit of tweaks here and there as well. So if you're just tuning in for the first time or haven't seen this deck yet, the whole premise is that it is circulated around the card Atog, 2 mana 1/2 that says sacrifice an artifact to give Atog +2/+2. So we're hoping to get a bunch of artifacts and kill Colin in 1 or 2 hits at most. We also have 4 Disciple of the Vaults, a little 1 mana 1/1 cleric boy who says when an artifact is put into a graveyard from anywhere from play, even Colin's artifacts, opponent loses 1 life. So you can imagine if you have 2 Disciple of the Vaults like we did last time we played this deck and you sacrifice 5 artifacts, all of a sudden you have major opponent lose 10 life and your Atog has +10/+10. So it's a bit of a combo deck in that sense. We also have a few other pieces like our Extruders, our Pentavis, and our Tetravis to allow us to get more artifacts and do other things that aren't necessarily fully reliant on Atog. We also swapped out our Mire Moon Vessels, the ones that died and gave us mana, to our Mire Servitors, because if we can get at least 2 of these out onto the field and one of them dies and we keep the other one alive, then we can keep recycling a Mire every turn. Maybe a bit of copium on this one, but I thought I'd give it a shot. For our artifacts, we have 3 Chromatic Spheres to help us to not only get cheap artifacts on the field, but also something to filter through our mana. Our new addition are 4 Cranial Platings. Actually, we're very lucky to have gotten a full playset of this in hindsight. This is a modern staple in a lot of ways. It's 2 mana, equipped 1. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So again, if we have Atog out, or any creature really, we can just get a bunch of value from this. Even attaching it to our Disciple of the Vault artifact is going to make a threat that Colin's going to want to block. In addition, you can pay 2 black mana to attach it to a creature at instant speed. So it's also useful in that scenario when you're going in for an attack. You have multiple blockers, your opponent might not know how to deal with it. We've got our Panoptic Mirror, which is our combo piece. This pairs well with our Time Warp and Temporal Manipulation to get infinite turns, basically. Sensei's Divining Top's a new add as well, just another great cheap artifact. Skull Clamps. Summoning Station is maybe a bit copium. It's 7 mana, which is expensive. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard, you get to untap it, and you can tap it to make a 2/2 creature. So if you're sacrificing 4 or 5 artifacts to ATOG and you have this in play, you get 4 or 5 2/2 creatures as well. Whisper Silk Cloak is kind of our killing blow to Colin. Can't block or target it. If this gets on our creatures, we're probably going to win. 3-Factor Fiction, 2 Deep Analysis, Diabolic Intent. I actually cut the Rhystic Tutor because I needed to make some cuts, but we kept the Diabolic Intent, and then a couple Thoughtcast. For our sideboard, got stuff for his discard. We've got Engineered Plague for his goblins. Just a handful of counter spells just to deal with various situations. And if we need to go faster, I actually threw in 3 Dark Rituals because we might want to just be able to establish a board quickly, and this is going to allow us to do it. We got Bribery for his Bant deck and Pyroclasms for his goblins, as well as Caracas for any legendary shenanigans, and Wasteland if he decides to refit his Urza deck. Guys, it's time to bring the Industries to Colin and throw him into the grinding machine that is TOG Industries. Let's finish off Colin and give him a nice farewell for season 1 of Modern Progression. Wish me luck.
All right, big match. Had a longer deck building sesh than typical. I mean, maybe not typical, but a longer deck building sesh. More time put in. We thought about all the options. You know, we have it's not the size of your hand that matters, it's how you play it. We have the goblins, of course. We've got Arcades and the Bant Boys, and we've got our Is It Urza. A little easier to eliminate a few of the decks than others, but we ended up going with Arcades and the Bant Boys again. So we've retooled slightly. For the large part, it is mostly the same. We're down to 1 Loxodon Hammer, 2 Lightning Greaves. We've got a Chroma Arcades, and then our newest Bant Boy, Jugen, the Rising Star. Besides that, we're playing the Eternal Witness. We have our Deranged Hermits and our Elf package with Palancron again. So we still have our flyers that hit hard and fast. For card draw, we have our Brainstorms and Factor Fictions. We threw in some counter spells to kind of play a little bit more of a control-y package. So we're slowing the game down a bit. And then we have our I think we added a City of Brass because I totally forgot that we had a City of Brass last time we played this deck. So slight land package upgrade then. And we have our Creeping Molds, Crush of Worms. Kodama's Reach is the other big one. We've got 3 of them in the deck now. So the dream is getting the Lao on our Elves, turn 2 Kodama's Reach, and then potentially turn 5 Plow Unders would really put this deck out to an amazing start. Almost a full playset of each of them. So we'll see if that's actually possible. Keeping the Personal Tutors, keeping the Steel Shaper's Gift just to give us some sorcery and artifact options. Just really trying to make sure we get the Lightning Greaves, and then having the Personal Tutors to eliminate things with Creeping Molds, get big worms, get a Kodama's Reach, get Plow Unders. It just kind of gets us a lot of different tools. And then of course our board wipes that we have, which is Wrath of God and Solar Tide. And of course we can't forget Sylvan Scrying just to get us a City of Brass or any like a Caracas or a Pendelhaven or something, just to either save colors or give us a little more oomph when we need it. In our sideboard, we're looking to have a lot of Creatures of Protection, just to kind of stymie some of the decks we know Kieran's going to play. We have Energy Flux, which we got earlier in the season. I'm determined to make this card work. Afterlife, some white removal, Altars Light, some enchantment, remove from game removal, Change of Heart, which was another spicy one that one of our patrons found. 1 mana buyback, target creature cannot attack this turn. We also have some unsummons to hopefully help deal with that bribery that is probably almost sideboarded in every single one of Kieran's decks, which hosed us last time. So we have a little bit of simple tech to deal with that. Of course, Multani's Decree for enchantments, and then Reduce to Dreams for artifacts and enchantments. So hopefully we are fairly kitted to handle what Kieran's got. I'm curious to see what he's going to throw at us. He said he's going to go hard, so let's see what happens.
I'm ready to kick your ass.
That was a long intro, Kieran. What's going on over there?
Well, you know, I felt like I had to match the long time you took to build your decks. Even though all your deck boxes are full. So
I see.
Yeah. Also, how embarrassing it's going to be when you spend all this time with such great deck builders only to lose to this one guy, motherfucker.
Oh my god. I mean, I will admit that I do feel a little more pressure coming in because I had more help difficult than normal, and people are really towing the
true.
line with the Croft crew here.
We even have one of your helpers in the game right now watching.
It's true.
So
we did come up with some spice and some potential hidden tech that was
okay.
yet to be unearthed from the caves.
All right. I feel ya. I'm already an enlightened higher being, so I don't need any help.
Okay, yeah. Play your enchantment deck. Yeah. Get it over with.
However, I will say, if you want to come and watch the games as we play them, I don't know if this is something we mention very often, but our tier 2 and tier 3 patrons right now are able to come in and watch on Cockatrice, the program we're playing. We often have at least 1 or 2 people watching the games beforehand, so it's a good way to get the episodes much earlier in regards to the gameplay.
True.
But Colin, we also have to give a shout out to our patrons. Shout out to Mitchell Gare and B Series, some of the real G's out there.
Oh, those two.
Those
little
two.
rascals.
Both we got a team Crofter and a team Langer.
Exactly.
So all right. Well, Colin, let us roll the dice here.
Okay.
12.
14.
Okay.
Hey man, sometimes you don't have to be good. You just gotta be lucky.
Fair enough. Coming from the true gamble color. All right, the clock has started, Colin. You're going first, so I'll pass off to you. Best of luck. Let's see what these 12 have to offer. Hopefully better than my last 12, or
I hope so too. Oh, interesting.
This is a weird one.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're deciding. I'm not gonna overthink it. Especially when we got so close to the end of the clock last time.
That's true.
I need to make sure I can end you quickly here. I'm gonna get rid of these 5 cards at the end. I think mostly because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of these 5 cards at the end. They're good cards, and I want them. But I think these 7 are gonna be able to carry us forward into the mid game.
Interesting. Well, I'm gonna get rid of these 5, mainly because I don't think I can sacrifice a quicker start, even though some of these cards are something that I would really want to hang on to. But I think we gotta kind of roll the dice a little bit and make sure we get off on the right foot.
Very good. All right. Well, start her off. Show me that mountain.
The mountain? You fool, Kurin. Forest.
What?
Nowhere else.
Oh, okay,
Pass.
Bant. We're on Bant. Wow, he's that confident in his Bant deck. All right, we'll see. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, that's funny. I already shuffled that card away and it's back.
Oh no.
I think
Just play an island and then it's like probably like 3 of your 4 decks. So
there is way, like, I could keep you on off info, but like, who cares? I think.
who cares? I care, Kurin. I've always cared.
No. I think this is the line. I think we're gonna go from this to this. I think that's the best play. So unfortunately, this is, well, yeah, well. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna throw down Dark Steel Citadel.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna tap Darksteel Citadel, and I'm gonna cast a Mire Servitor,
Okay.
which is a 1-mana 1/1. At the beginning of my upkeep, if it's in play, each player returns all cards named Mire Servitor from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay, so you're playing some board wipey, land destruction-y things.
Pass.
Oh, this could be bad. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. So some fun things, I suppose. I'll play a Plains, and then I'll pay 3 to Kodama's Reach.
Ooh, new tech.
New tech, and I will grab a...
Let me guess, an island and a forest.
Yes, you are correct.
Wow.
He's in my head. And then 1 into play tapped. I will leave the forest into play tapped. And I'll put the
Okay.
island in my hand. And then I'll
You are ramping.
pass
You are
turn.
ramping. Okay.
We're playing with speed today.
It seems so. It seems so. All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
I probably shouldn't have done. Whatever. It's fine. I feel this happens at least 3 times every game where I'm like, well.
Catch yourself doing
Yeah,
something you
yeah.
shouldn't have.
Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
That is interesting.
It's turn 2 and he's already struggling.
Yeah, I'm just thinking here. I don't really know what I want to do with this card. So, maybe just getting this out. Well, I could do that next turn, though. You're going to start getting stuff out that's scary, though. I have to play this very carefully.
Is this the blue-black deck, probably?
Who's to say? Who's to say? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what, Colin? The end of Maraudon block really, really inspired me. I
Okay.
think I've become a bit of a corporate stooge in a lot of ways.
Okay.
You know, we had a nice little community-run recycling plant, Colin.
Mhm.
But I think it's time to graduate that and start to introduce Tog Industries,
Okay.
the leading producer of pain.
I see.
So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
cast
yeah.
Disciple of the Vault, and I'll go into combat and hit you for 1.
I'll take 1.
I'll pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep.
You thought
draw,
you thought
main
enchantments
one.
were my best deck?
I don't know.
Clearly, you forgot the
we'll
scars of
see.
this deck.
We'll see. We'll see
Alright.
if you can handle this 5-mana friend called the Range Hermit.
Oh god, yeah. Alright, that's pretty spooky. That is problematic for sure.
Oop, oop.
Bunch of 2/2 squirrels. Grotty.
I'll pass turn there. See if Tog Industries can handle a bunch of squirrels in the woodworks.
Get your squirrels out of our machines. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's a pretty good card, but it's a little slow.
Yeah, the Tog is tough actually. I wonder because the Tog played against not Bant. What did the
I don't
Tog
remember.
deck? I mean, it was
Might
the
have been
Izzet
against
deck?
the Urza deck, yeah.
Is it Urza deck? Yeah, I
Maybe
mean, if
that's why
the
I thought it
case,
did
yeah.
better than...
I mean, it's scary, but you gotta swing when you swing, you know?
It's true. You gotta swing when you swing. We'll go City of Brass,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna cast Diabolic Intent, sacrificing my Mire Servitor, and go search for a card and put it in my hand.
Okay.
You'll lose a life when Mire Servitor is put into the graveyard.
Oh, from the Disciple?
Okay.
This is such an interesting matchup, actually.
Yeah.
2 decks that are looking to hit like fucking like tanks in an instant.
Yeah, basically, right? Yeah. I'm gonna grab this. Shuffle up. I will take a damage, and I will pay 1 to cast Sensei's Divining Top.
Oh, interesting. Is that what you got?
And
I mean, you don't have to tell me, I
who's
guess.
to say?
Yeah.
Pass to you.
All right, untap, upkeep. I think I do pay the upkeep.
Okay.
Keeping him around.
Sure.
Draw, main 1. Play an island. And I think I'll go to combat and swing with the Squirrel Squad.
Okay. I'll take 8.
Okay.
Tough.
And yeah, I'll pass turn
Turn
there.
Turn 3 or 4 Deranged Hermit.
Yeah, turn 3 Deranged
Turn
Hermit.
3. Yeah, it's tough. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, fuck me. I forgot.
What did you forget?
I forgot to activate my top
Oh.
before I draw. Are you okay if I put
Yeah,
the card
go
I drew
for
back
it.
on top?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I would have done Darksteel Citadel, look at the top 3 cards in my library, put them back in any order.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies.
No worries.
Wait, view the top cards, 3. Okay. Oof. These are not what I want to see.
The squirrels are attacking the machines.
Yeah, I guess I'll grab this on top. Sure. And then before I draw, I'm going to tap Sensei's Dividing Top to draw a card, and then put it on top of my library.
Mhm.
And then untap.
Mhm.
That would have been on upkeep. And then draw.
Mhm.
Could have been drawn anything. Main 1.
Can you take another 8?
I don't want to. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I think I'm going to take a damage here.
Ooh,
Pay 2.
he's getting
1,
close.
2, 3, 4. Oh no, I don't even have a... Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't even do that. Yeah, I'm just going to pay 1 and do the top.
Mm-hmm.
Pass to you, yeah. Unfortunately, my game
uh,
plan's not coming together here.
On your end step, I'm gonna brainstorm.
Alright, fair enough.
1, 2, 3, and then 2 cards. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one for you. I guess I can do that and that back on top. All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. We'll play an island. I mean, what do you even do, you know? I'll just go to combat and swing with the team.
The whole team.
Sorry, not the deranged tournament.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. Guess I'm taking 9.
Damn, okay. What are the chances you can board whip this? Probably not great. So I'll keep pushing. I will play Lalanor Else and then pass turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I'll take a damage, go to 1, and activate top.
Mm-hmm.
GG.
That'll do.
That'll do. All right. Game
I'll
2,
see you in
man.
number 2.
I'll see you then.
All right, so luckily we spent some time sideboarding. I'm gonna make a few bold moves and see how it pays off. We got a little leeway, but the Ariok champions are gonna be great against his Atogs because they won't be able to do anything about it. And also if he tries to kill spell them, again, protection from black. Helps me gain a little life is great. Energy Flux 3 mana, that'll kind of shut down his ability to build up artifacts to really pump that Atog up. So I think it's quite an impressive card. We also got Change of Heart, which is a patron found card in our collection coming all the way back from like Stronghold, I think that is. So 1 mana instant, target creature cannot attack this turn, and it's a buyback. So technically I can stymie that Atog over and over and over again, ultimately making it so Kurin can't hit me with his 1-beater. So some paths there. Oh, also reduce to dreams, so I can return all artifacts and enchantments to their owner's hand on my turn. So great way to really push back against Kurin. So then he's really relying just on his disciples to try to like drain me of life. But if I can stop that Atog from coming in, like I think I'll be fine. Again, too, just trying to get the Llanowar elves Kodama's reach into either plow under, and as we saw last game, deranged hermit. I think if we can keep that up, I just don't even think this Atog deck can keep pace. It's just a little too fast. So hopefully we can carry this into a swift game too and make Kurin eat some of those words. Yeah, wish me luck.
All right, that didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. We got a little stuck, and he just was way too fast for us. So I have to speed up my game plan and throw in a few curveballs for him. We brought in the Engineered Plague, actually, supposed to be for goblins, but in this case, honestly, if we can use it on his elves or his squirrels or his hermits, I think it could still be worth it. We brought in the 3 dark rituals to hopefully make it able for us to accelerate our plan and get around a quicker start from him. I brought in the Caracas because I know there's going to be inevitably those legendaries coming in, and ended up taking out a Salt Marsh because it comes into play tapped. It's a little slower. Brought in the Bribery because that can grab as a chroma. I'd be surprised if he took his legendary cards out, but he may have. He definitely took time with his deck building, so I think this deck could look somewhat different than we are used to. I also brought the Pyroclasms because, again, this would have wiped his squirrels out, and I think he either is going very big creatures or he's going low to the ground 1/1/2/2s, so I think this could help in that regard. I took out Summoning Station, Pentavis, Tetravis, and the Extruders because these are just all slow cards, and I don't think late game these are better for us, but I think given how quickly he can go wide and go tall, I think it's better for us to try to combo off with our Atogs and Disciples than to try to establish this board. I also removed a factor, Fiction and Deep Analysis, just to make room for some of the other spells that we want to bring in. It's gonna be tight. I want to try to take him out game 2, but also I don't want to take him out too quick because I do want to see how the game's gonna shape up and if we need to bring anything like our counter spells, but wish me luck. This could be Colin's comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
Hey, I'm the one who's coming back. You can't come back.
No, I'm saying about you. I was talking about you.
I thought you were talking about this match. I'm like, you
you.
can't take
No,
that.
no.
That's my brand right now.
No, that's you. That's exactly what I meant. All right, Colin.
That turn
let's
3
just get
hermit,
into
man.
it.
That turn 3
Turn 3 Hermit's looking like a turn 2 Sengir. I'm starting to get flashbacks.
I should be the one with
but-
the PTSD from that.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez Louise. All right, I'm gonna have to come a little faster than I did before. But I'm gonna be going first, and wish you the best of luck.
Good luck to you too, sir.
This is a much better set of cards for me, I think.
That's good. I'm gonna do that. How much of a son of a bitch do I want to be is the real question.
I think maximum.
Okay, I think I'm going to be putting back these 5 cards. It's a bit of a risk, but you know, we're up a game. Let's see what we can do.
Have some wiggle room, sure.
Yeah.
All right. You know, I was thinking of keeping this in my hand, but I think we're gonna have to take the risk that the odds pay out in our favor in this regard. So we're gonna get rid of these 5 cards here and keep these 7. Nice to see some sideboard tech. So.
Ooh, okay. Show me what you've got.
All right, I'm going first here. I will lay down the law with a island. Untap, upkeep, main 1 island, and then I will throw down another Meyer Servitor and pass it to you.
The servitors are doing work for you.
Not really, not yet.
Not yet. Not as intended. Oh,
Yeah.
I will do the tried and true Bant Classic
Sure.
into Llanowar Elves and pass to you.
That seems reasonable. All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, that worked out for us. I'm just gonna throw down Great Furnace and get the boy out, Atog.
Hey, the lad.
and I'll go to combat, and I'll swing it for 1.
I'll take that 1.
I know you will. Pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Not as ideal. That's okay. Play an island. Guess I gotta do it. I'll just pass.
Really?
Yeah. Whiffed on some ramp on turn 2. That's not good for me.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm very glad I made choices I made earlier with the hand. Let's throw down a Volta Whispers.
Okay.
And you don't have a counter spell. You would only be playing counter spell, and it's double blue. You don't have a counter spell. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You didn't say anything, but I don't believe you. I'm gonna play this, and this could stymie your plans a bit, Colin.
Okay.
This card, you might only have thought I'd bring it with goblins, but I thought it might work well here as well. Tog Industries is a subdivision of Lang Enterprises, and we were able to outsource some of the work to Lang Enterprises to see what worked best. It's more of like an A/B testing thing. So we're going to cast Engineered Plague.
Okay.
And I'm going to name Elf.
Well, I'll do it for the sake of doing it to float the mana.
Sure.
That'll
Now,
do
my
it.
question, I can't remember, and I should have paid more attention, is Deranged Hermit an elf? Because that's interesting.
You might be disappointed by the answer.
I think it's a human, but yeah, I'll go to combat.
Surprised you didn't say squirrel, honestly.
I did think about, I put it in specifically for the squirrels, but I think in this instance it's better to kill your elf.
I see. I'm glad that does just shut down 4 cards. So
Yeah, so I'll pass you.
Take my 2, yeah. On your end step, I'll brainstorm.
Okay.
I guess I lose that mana. Ooh, I don't like to see that so much. I guess I'll put that on and that on.
Okay.
And then I will untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I think this is just rough drawing.
Hey, been there.
Yeah, I think I just YOLO the brainstorm.
Okay, try to get a land.
1, 2, 3.
Did you only have 2 land in your opening 12? Or did you get greedy? You got greedy. That's funny.
I'll put this here.
Can you believe it, Team Croft? Colin's getting greedy. He has the audacity to get greedy.
If you saw my hand, you would understand. I'm gonna play Tundra.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's nice. It's a good find.
Pass turn.
All right, I like to hear it. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Okay,
I'm gonna throw down Seed of Synod. Keep all those artifact lands together. Let's go to combat, and I'm gonna swing for another 2.
Okay.
I'll probably put you on a kill clock for next turn. Pass you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh boy, oh boy.
Certainly, you must have something to do now.
I'll play a plane. Or no, sorry. Can I take that back?
Yeah.
I'll play Yavimaya Coast.
Sure.
I'll pay 4, taking a damage to Creeping Mold, your Vault of Whispers.
Okay. I guess in response, I'll sack it to ATOG.
Okay.
No reason not to.
And I'll pass turn to you.
Oh, sorry. Actually, what am I doing? Sorry. If you allow me a take back, I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot my end of turn plan.
Okay.
I'll tap it for mana, then sack it to ATOG, and I'll cast Fact or Fiction before your main phase ends.
Sure, yeah.
And sorry, I mean to say fact or fiction.
Yeah, only if you say it like that.
Apologies. Yeah. All right. 1, 2.
Oh, God.
3, 4. How'd that get there?
Wow. Thought cast. Wow, draw 2 cards. Any artifacts. Well, do I split the
in
draw?
card drop? Maybe.
I don't really care about Caracas anymore, though, so.
What? I speculated in my sideboard. You took so long to make this deck that you could have maybe made some serious changes. Are the legendaries out? You can't tell me Arcades is out of the Arcades deck.
Hey, man. I mean, you don't have a swamp right now, so the Disciple isn't 2. I mean, he's 1. This is actually kind of tough.
Take your time. I have a feeling this match is going to be a lot faster than the last one way or another.
I have ways to delay, but you have a lot of punch. Because it's +2/+2? Yeah. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. You can deal 7 right now. You'll probably get another land, so that'll be 9 and 4 mana. Because you have a bunch of Myers, they just lose. So you only have 2 cards in hand. So probably getting the artifact away from the Thought cast is good. Caracas is inconsequential in the immediate.
You know what I like about ATOG? Just a little side note. It's one of the few cards I can think of, and let me know in the comments if you know any, whose flavor text, or like, I guess in this case, flavor text, references 2 different planes, like early on in the game. Like obviously if you look at like fucking Phyrexia's invasion recently, all the aftermath stuff, they'll talk about multiple planes. But with ATOG, it's like, oh yeah, it's actually mentioning both. I don't know. It's just
they feel like interplanar beings or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this is the play.
Yeah.
You did a good job. This is tough. I think I'm gonna go with the Caracas Thoughtcast Disciple.
Yeah, the Disciple is too hard to give up, I think.
All right, you good?
Yep.
Okay, untap, upkeep, Draw main 1. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Do I just kill you?
Do you just kill me? It's a you
Let's find
question.
out. Volta Whispers?
Yeah.
I had one in my hand.
Yeah, fair.
Disciple?
Oh yeah, you might. It's 1 for each, right?
Chromatic Star?
Oh
Sphere?
yeah, you got it.
And then I think, let me just do the math here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, you got it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so just to play it out for the viewers at home,
Mhm.
I'm going to sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts
Take
to
5
give.
damage.
Hang on a sec. Power and toughness.
It's 10.
Yeah, so it becomes an 11, 12.
Yeah, and I go down to 9 life.
And you lose 5 life because of the disciple, and
Yeah.
then I swing at him. Yep.
Yeah.
Ba-ba! Combo kill.
Man, That's rough. The problem was I had too many lands. Not
Oh,
that I had
really?
none of them.
Oh, I see. I see. So the Lao and
Yeah.
Elf kill didn't really matter. I see.
No, it didn't really. It just I needed a body, basically.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Is what I
All
was
right,
looking
game
for.
3, Colin.
Yeah, it was good.
Industry.
Yeah, industry versus Arcady and the boys.
Yeah, nature versus industry.
Yeah. All right, see you in game 3.
Okay, that kind of went as I suspected, unfortunately, which is that we killed him too quickly to see much of his deck, and I really did want to learn more about his deck before I made some sideboard changes. I did make one last change as we go into game 3. I think bringing in the counter spells is going to throw him off. I think if we can pick one of these up in our hand, he's not going to expect it, and then we could really punish one of his bigger pushes or plays. So I'm going to bring in the 2 counter spells. I ended up cutting the other Deep Analysis and a Cranial Plating. So I think those are fair changes. I think if we can see counter spell and we can cast it, I think it'll pay off. So game 3, it's definitely not out of the woods yet. I'm feeling confident that the pieces are here to defeat him, but it's not going to be an easy win unless we get lucky and he gets land flooded once again. So let's get into game 3. This is exciting. Comes down to the wire as always. Wish me luck.
All right, I'm adjusting my strategy just a bit because obviously Kurin has a lot of explosive power. I think that putting in the unsummons after seeing that last ATOG push is a good idea, because if I can get him to sacrifice all his artifacts, then he goes to combat, I can unsummon that ATOG before it hits me, and then he's in trouble because he just sacrificed most of his board. Need that combat damage to finish me off. I ended up taking out the Reduced to Dreams because if they were playing this fast, I don't think the 5 mana is fast enough to deal with the ATOG, and that's when I'm going to get in trouble, obviously. Keeping the Ariok Champions and Change of Hearts as well, just to give me more instant speed, low mana costing things to deal with that ATOG. Yeah, hopefully in game 3 we can get back to it. It was really unfortunate actually that he got rid of the Lalanor Elves, because I could have started to plow under him, which would have been problematic. So it does seem like a game of speed right now, and for me, as I need to get to 5 mana, I really want that 1-2 punch of Lalanor Elves and Kodama's Reach to get me into a plow under or a Hermit, and then he's going to have a hell of a time. If I don't get it, I'm going to be in trouble. So wish me luck. Hopefully we can close it out and keep the comeback alive. Oh boy.
Game 3, Colin's last chance at this season.
It's a game of speed right now. Big game
It
of
is a
speed.
game of speed. It is a
Yeah.
game of speed. I recognize that as well.
Yeah.
All right, Colin. Best of luck. I know you're going first here.
Oh yeah, I need the first. Can't
Yeah,
give you any
no doubt.
edge.
All right.
Oh no.
My God.
Oh no. I hope this is happening to you too.
I can't even express this hand. Okay, it's not bad in that there's ways to get out of it, but it's still a very funny grouping of cards, I will say.
I'm in really big trouble, I think.
Oh, actually, maybe this isn't as bad as it looks.
Frig, this is so
This might be the most combo-y hand I've ever seen in our series.
really.
Yeah, like, it's just grouping of 12 cards, just like potentially the most like combo-licious. I'm gonna have to think about this one, so give me a sec.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Fuck, man. This is not good.
Can I keep all 12? Do you want to just do a 12 hand start?
No. I want to redo my 12 so bad. This happens once every single fucking time, man, where the lands just disappear. While Kieran's making up his mind, I'm gonna get rid of these cards, and we're just gonna hold on, pucker up, and hope we can get the draws we need to get.
So there's like multiple pathways this hand could go. And I need to be very careful. Call it all right. I think I figured. I'm gonna lose or I'm gonna win or lose by this decision. Honestly, it's gonna be fucking crazy. So I'm getting rid of these 5 cards. Let me know in the comments. This is actually a crazy like puzzle hand. So let me know what you would have kept in these cards. But I'm gonna get rid of these 5 at the end here and keep these 7. And you're going first, but watch you just like hard pivot to discard and then I lose. I don't know how that happens. Yeah, to discard. But yeah, man, I'm gonna shuffle up here. Go ahead, see what you got.
All right, go to main.
Forest Lalwin or else.
Play a Tundra and pass.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
All right, okay. Untap,
deck isn't
upkeep,
doing the deck
draw.
things.
Okay, that's good. I want to see that. Again, let's do it. Let's fucking go, I guess.
Yeah.
Ready? So for all of those who missed the early days of our Black Lotusing and early crazy combo turns, let's see what I can pull off here. I'm going to throw down City of Brass, take a damage for a black mana, and I'm going to cast Dark Ritual.
Yeah,
That's right.
Into Dark Ritual.
And I'm going to use a mana from Dark Ritual to cast Dark Ritual.
Okay.
So I have 5 black mana.
Yeah.
I'm going to use 1 black mana to cast Chromatic Sphere.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use 1 black mana and crack Chromatic Sphere to make a red mana and draw a card.
Okay.
I'm going to use that red mana and a black mana to cast Atog.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the last 2 black mana to cast a new card for this deck, Cranial Plating.
Oh no.
And now I'm looking at my board going, this isn't nearly as cool or as good as I hoped it would be. But you know what? I got Atog and Cranial Plating down on turn 1. I guess that's kind of cool.
I mean, it's a big turn 1 play, but
it is a big turn 1 play.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I mean, this definitely helps my situation, but I think first things first, I gotta add to your puzzle. I'm gonna play a Plains, gonna tap 2 and play an Ariok Champion. So 1/1 with protection from black and red, and whenever another creature comes into play, I gain a life.
Okay. I see you.
And then I'll pass
Fair
turn.
enough.
Hopefully that will buy me some time.
That will buy you some time.
Excellent.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm going to throw down a Sulphurous Springs. And then I'm going to... I think I'm going to just pay 1 and cast Sensei's Divining Top. And then I will pay a life and Sensei's Divining Top to look at the top 3 cards.
Okay.
And then I will put 1 of those. Well, I'll rearrange them in any order.
Oh, you gave me an island?
Oh, whoops.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's very kind of you, Kieran.
Yeah, no, of course. No problem.
Take your time.
Okay, perfect. And then I will pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Got a game. We got a game.
We're back.
I looked at my hand and I'm like, this is so explosive. I'm gonna fucking win. And I'm like, oh no, it's not.
I mean, it's cool. You got a lot.
It was cool.
It's
It was
scary.
cool. It was cool.
I think that Atog could be like a 5/6 right now.
True. I guess I'm not worried about you attacking with the champion.
No, I'm kind of in stasis a little bit. I'll pay 2, take a damage to make it Forest to Sylvan Scribe.
Okay. Damage for you is a lot better for me than damage for me is for you, I think.
I mean, there's a tipping point, right?
Of course.
What special lands do I even have?
This is when you search for fucking like Urza's Tower and I lose my mind. Where am I? Who am I? What are you?
I'll grab a Savannah.
That seems fair, yep.
And
It's a good land.
put your hand, then shuffle. So that's good at least. And then, yeah, pass turn, and if you kill that Ariok Champion, my life becomes a lot more stressful.
We'll see. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'll throw down the island. I'll pay 1 colorless to look at the top 3 with the top.
Did you want to top at the end of my turn? Or?
No. Because it's just replacing itself at that point.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I only care if I want the extra card.
Right.
That actually is exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay. Rearrange them like that. And I think I'm going to pass it off to you.
I'm not going to swing in with the Tog.
Why?
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's just a 1/1, Kieran. I'll play the Savannah, my very expensive land package. I think I passed turn. After all that thinking.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh.
I think I gotta play slow, so.
Interesting. This is a very strange game, Colin.
Yeah. Tell me about it. If I had forests, we'd be off to the fucking races right now.
For the audience at home, I'm worried about this. You'll know what I mean. I'm gonna pay 1 in Sensei's Divining Top to look at the top
Okay.
cards of my library.
Yeah.
Throw this on top. Pass to you.
On the end of your turn, I'll pay 4 to fact.
Facts
or fiction.
fiction.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. You gonna give me my land?
I don't think you care about the lands. Oh, you do care about the lands. I don't know what you care about anymore. You have lands now. I'm a simple man.
You're a simple man. Okay. Can do that, or yeah, I'll take a chroma.
Okay. Seems fair.
So I will go to untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll play that island, and then I will tap and take a damage to play Deranged Hermit.
In response, this may surprise you, but I'm gonna take a damage and counterspell your Deranged Hermit.
Whoa. Wow. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll pass turn there then.
All right.
How many counter spells would you sideboard? Like
Untap,
2?
Upkeep, draw.
I'm fine
main
if it's
1.
only 2, honestly.
I'm going to play Urborg Volcano.
Whoa.
This is my chance to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a damage from the City of Brass here, and I'm going to pay 3, and I'm so glad that I side this in. I'm going to there's just so many different variations of the
Okay.
disease. I'm going to Engineered
Oh,
Plague, naming
no.
human, because I now know that... Oh, no, it is an elf, motherfucker. You lied to me.
Got him.
Well, whatever. I'm going to name human.
Okay.
I don't have humans in my deck.
That's
No,
fine.
I do have humans in my deck.
Yeah, you do.
I have clerics, too. Shit.
That's
actually a
that's
bit
why I was like, this is
problematic.
like super hard counter.
I mean, whatever. I think it's still worth it. I'll name human.
Okay. How many ATOGs you got, Kieran?
I got enough.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. I'll go to combat. And I'll swing for 1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
You could get him for 5 though.
I know.
Okay, I'll
I'll
take
pass to
1.
you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, that's funny. Could really slow this game down.
Might be in your advantage.
Yeah, it's kind of the wombo combo of it though. Okay, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, take a damage. I'm going to creeping mold the Sensei's top.
I'm just gonna tap the Sensei's Divining Top, draw a card, and put it back on top.
Oh shit, that was dumb of me.
I
didn't think about it.
Damn, yeah, that was.
Man. I should have
that
taken more
was,
time. Oh well, pass. I was actually being like cranial plate. I'm like, it's like card draw, and I didn't read the card and did it. But no take backsies from now on on both sides.
I mean, some take backsies are fine. That was a pretty bad one.
Hey, now I gave you like 2 takes backsies this game already.
Yeah, minor plays that don't affect the other
Using
person.
Sensei's top after you've gone to your turn. Okay, yeah.
Do you want to choose a different target?
I would
I'll
have
let
gone
you choose a
cranial
different
plate.
Okay,
Like
we'll let you
honestly,
go
if
cranial
I'll
plate
go
then.
cranial plate because the other target would have been like City of Brass or something. So,
All right,
there you go. We'll
okay.
go middle ground.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Soft take backsies.
Just Team Croft, just letting you know.
Yeah. We'll do a take backsies.
If anybody,
We'll do a
anybody
take
wants to come
backsies.
back to my side, I'm just saying. All right, let's. So I would have just drawn this card then. I don't need to draw for turn. All right then. How do we want to do this? I mean, this is very funny. I guess this is kind of the karma for it all.
The karma for it all. Oh god.
Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, and I'll cast Cranial Plating.
Oh, of course. Yeah, deserved. I get it.
And then I'll go 1 and attach it to ATOG.
Yeah.
And then it's not that big though.
It's just
I'll go
a
to combat.
3.
Yeah, I'll attack for 3.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I guess I'll just pass to you.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, and that's fine, I guess. Still slow.
This is nerve-wracking because if you get late game, I'm way more in trouble.
This is so annoying. Ugh, I'll pass.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the risk and take the damage just to stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Do
That engineered plague honestly might save my life.
Really?
Because if you got a disciple out, then it's like all I have to really worry about is getting rid of your ATOGs now.
True, that is true. I think I'm just gonna keep the cards as they are.
Okay.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
What did you end up naming for engineered plague? Was it cleric or human?
Human.
Okay.
Here, I'll set annotation on it.
Just curious, because I'm trying to think about all my other creatures.
Right, fair.
I'm also very lucky you're not getting artifact lands.
Yeah, that is very true. I'm going to Sensei's Talk. Actually, no, that doesn't matter, does it?
You get to look at one more card.
No. Yeah. It's fine. I'm just gonna go combat. I'll swing in for 3.
Okay, I will, in response, unsummon the ATOG.
Rough.
So you got a counterspell or something.
No. Okay.
Play the ATOG.
That certainly puts a wrench in my plan. Maybe? I'm gonna pass.
Okay, on your end step, fact or fiction. Uh-oh.
Facts or fiction!
Oh my god. Amazing.
Wait till you're tapped out. That's why I wanted to do it.
So I guess you
Okay,
go
I'll
first.
resolve mine first.
Pyroclasm. Wow. Okay. We really don't like those squirrels, hey? Oh, Whisper Silk. Fuck that. I mean, this is good. I can at least either get rid of an ATOG or a Whisper Silk. Skull Clamp is also annoying, so I should probably separate the Mire and the Skull Clamp too. I feel like the Whisper Silk is more of a problem. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature, so that would kill your stuff too. So we may as well put it with the Mire then. I think that's what we're doing.
Is that locking it in?
Yep.
I'm taking the Pyroclasm.
Yeah, that's fair. That Whisper Silk is juicy.
It is indeed. Yeah, go ahead, resolve yours.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, tutor. Give me any card I want, please.
Oh god, what is this crap? Target creature can't attack this turn. The fuck? Alright, Eternal Witness is good. It's in your graveyard, yeah. Ewit's gotta go.
Some
Arcades.
juice.
Check for sorcery. It's also annoying. This is annoying.
I feel like there's going to be a good pile no matter what, so.
Yeah, I'm just doing this. I don't want to think about it too hard.
Interesting. I'm surprised you would put the Eternal Witness and Arcades in separate piles.
I'd rather not deal with Arcades and whatever you bring back from your graveyard.
Right, but I guess that makes sense, because it brings back Arcades or Deranged Hermit or something. I feel like Change of Heart is just too good, though.
Classic Yu-Gi-Oh staple, Change of Heart.
The flip side is, yeah, I'm gonna take
Ewit Change of Heart?
Yeah.
Island? Okay.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Of course now it's fucking here, hey. Play an island. Actually, can I take the, no, I already did a take back. I want to take the island back. Now that I see
Yeah, it's fine, it's just a land, I don't care.
Okay, because what I would do instead is 1, 2, 3, Kodama's Reach.
Okay, sure.
And then I'm gonna start pulling some forests because we're hurting so bad. And one will come into play tapped, and then I can have my land for turn be a forest. So then I'll go 1, 2, take a damage, 3, and I'll play Eternal Witness, and I will bring back Arcades.
Okay.
Or, right, because you have human, right? No, she's gonna die right away.
Oh, she's gonna
That's
die.
the funny part. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
So I just realized.
She's just a regrowth.
But yeah. Do I want to get the Hermit then? No, I'm gonna get Arcades. And then womp womp. Pass turn to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's not bad.
I'm so scared going down with all these freaking City of Brass damages.
Yeah, I know, man.
So terrifying.
I know the feeling. I'm gonna Sensei's just to draw a card and put it back on top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm glad I did that. Play Volta Whispers.
Okay.
This is very, very tough. I think I'm going to pay 1 and cast Mire Servitor.
Mm-hmm. Artifact count 3.
And then I'll pay 2, cast ATOG. I think I'm just gonna take a damage and pay 2 and cast Thought Cast to draw 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass 2.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Play an island. And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Playing Palancron.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah.
Untap the 7. Pay 7 more. I'll play a Chroma.
Chroma costs 8.
Oh, 8? Oh, shit. Wait. No, I gotta respect the Tog, so I'll play Katie's. Oh, I guess he's also 8. Do I want to do this?
I forgot Arcades. I thought he was
No,
7.
I thought he was 7 too. And then I was like, you can
Now you have to make your difficult
No,
choices.
I'm just gonna run it back as if I'm still in main one. I gotta think.
Okay, sure.
I gotta respect the Tog. That's the problem. And I
Yeah,
know you got
that's
the Whisper Silk.
It's true.
There's a Tog in the bin.
You want that 1 mana up, for sure.
Yeah. And
The issue is you kind of want the 4 mana up, but...
yeah, I
you
do
need
kind of
1
want the
mana.
4 mana up. I mean, there is a way around it, I guess. You are tapped out.
I mean, I can easily do 9 damage with the Tog,
Yeah.
if not more.
Honestly, okay, I think I know what I need to do, and it's gonna seem kind of crazy, but I think this is the right play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna Wrath of God.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nothing I can do about that.
because that's 2 Togs in the bin. So there's a chance you don't have it in your hand.
I think that was a good play.
Worst case, if there's any crazy shenanigans, I should be okay. Pass turn. And then I get my 9th mana to do what I want to do safely. next turn.
Yeah, okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Because I don't have to worry about those goddamn disciples because of your freaking engineer play. Even though I'm getting scary close to being in that territory too. Oh,
Damn,
shit.
man, you're putting me in a position. For the audience at home, I was considering this line, but I think it's too slow. So we're going to have to try something else. I'm going to play the top.
Mhm.
I'm going to activate the top. Look at the top 3. It's kind of funny. It's really funny, actually. I'm just going to stack this. I'll tap the top, draw a card, put it on top, play Darksteel Citadel.
Okay.
Maybe I should have. Pay 3, and I'll cast Whisper Silk Cloak. And I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. So I'll play a Pendlehaven. And now I think is the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play the Palancron.
Yep.
And untap. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a Chroma.
Sure.
And then I'll go to combat and swing with the gal.
I forgot she has haste. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take 6.
everything except life link.
Yeah.
And then I will pass turn.
Alright.
Hopefully that's
Untap.
enough of pressure.
Upkeep. Draw. Main 1. Top. The top 3 cards in my deck, Colin.
ATOG, ATOG, ATOG.
Chromatic Sphere, Disciple of the Vault,
Yeah.
and Disciple of the Vault. I
So-
also have a Disciple of the Vault in hand. None of these creatures allow me to Diabolical Intent because they die
my
at a
God.
sustain-based action. And that is a wrap.
Oh man. The engineered
GG.
plague, man. The engineered plague.
It bit me in the ass a bit. It was honestly, I don't know if it would have made a huge difference. Like, even if I could tutor, I don't think I had anything that was going to get me out of the situation. Yeah, I don't know if I could have briberied and maybe got something there, but
I think
the play that was too slow was my Panoptic Mirror and then trying to get into an extra turn spell like Time Warp or Temporal Manipulation and just go infinite.
Right. Yeah, just find a
But-
point where you can get in. But even the
But
infinite, what
unfortunately-
was your like win?
Well, it just mean I'd have infinite turns,
Right.
right? So then I just build up and kill you eventually. It was way too slow at this point in time. If I had been able to set that up a little earlier, it might have been better.
Game 2, I had Plow under and 2 creeping molds, and you killing that Lalinor Elves probably saved your butt because I would have got you stuck on one land.
Oh,
And then
that's funny. That's
Creeping
funny.
mold like the next 2 lands you come out, so you would have been stuck on one land for
Oh,
3 turns
God.
if you didn't kill the Lalinors.
All right, Colin, you've overthrown me yet again.
Yeah.
You know what? This is good. This is the comeback tour.
I know, it's we're really pulling it together here. We're not gonna give it to you easy. I feel like the next one is gonna be the
Good.
hardest because literally anything can happen.
It's true, and I won't spoil anything, but if you know, you know.
Yeah.
There's only one set left before 9th edition, and we've been saving it until the very end. So, fortunately for Colin, it's going to take me off my game because I'm not going to know what the hell's happening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Colin, it's going to also take him off his game, and he's not going to know. So it's
We're-
really going to be.
We're
a
down to a
crapshoot.
coin flip now, and maybe that's
Yeah.
better chances than I normally have. So
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And we're done Kamigawa. Saviors of Kamigawa is done and over with. We're swiftly approaching the end of season 1 of Modern Progression.
It's gone by
for those that
fast.
don't know, it has gone by quick. And for those that don't know, at the end of every season, we like to make these episodes called ban episodes, where we not only ban cards from our collections based on how many times we've won or lost, but also have some fun with our audience and the videos and bits that we do. So those are always fun to make, but they're also a lot of work to make. So just a heads up that you never know. We might end up having to push an episode a week or something for that. Yeah, I'm curious to see, Colin. We might end up going, you know what? I might be speaking too soon. We might end up going to an episode 9 if
I was gonna say that would be back-to-back seasons going to tiebreakers.
It would be back-to-back seasons going to tiebreakers, which is exciting. I actually really enjoyed the tiebreaker episode at the end of Legacy Progression, and I also think it would also work really well with the deck box system we have because of the way we do the tiebreakers with bringing the 3 decks and stuff. So I think that'll be fun.
Oh, totally.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that would be a scary matchup because the goblins, like, I don't know, they're of Engineered Plague being in all your sideboards and all that stuff. The goblins would have a tough time in a tiebreaker, I think.
I only have 1 copy of Engineered Plague, so I'm just
but it's like it kind of fits like your sideboards against goblins. I think is the strongest.
It is, I think it is. I agree. Yeah, we'll have to see. But Colin, for now, we're just gonna wrap up Kamigawa. For now, we will continue to undraw, unkeep, unmain phase and be terribly inefficient.
Undo all the mistakes you did.
Undo all the mistakes. Yeah. While we're undoing our mistakes, continue to tip our cards sideways, and we very much hope you'll continue to tip alongside us. And here's a tip: if you're going to play Engineered Plague, try not to draw all the creatures of the type that you've named yourself, because
that's so brutal.
Yeah.
Those could have been ACOGs, man.
Those could have been anything that I could have done something with, but no, Colin kicked my butt in a spectacular way today, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he'll kick my butt in the future. Today we're in Kamigawa. Tomorrow we're going somewhere. Who knows? I don't even know.
A little wacky.
Who knows where we'll be? A little wacky, little zany, little fun.
Yeah.
My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we'll catch you guys in the next potentially final episode of season 1 of the Modern Progression series. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, I was losing focus there. Oh man,
me too.
I'm
so hungry.
I don't even know what next episode's gonna look like. We need to figure that out.
I was thinking as soon as we talked about it, I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna do it?
Well, it's gotta be unintuitive. It's gotta be unrealistic, and it's certainly gotta be unpredictable.